Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Joel Madden, and this is Artist Friendly. On this episode, I'll be talking to singer-songwriter and country artist Dylan Schneider. Let's go.
Smoking on gas, I'm smoking on piff, that's my kind. I don't want no bad times, I don't want to have bad.
Where are you from?
I'm originally from Indiana.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Hoosiers.
Yeah, baby. You already know. We were just up in Bloomington, actually. My brother was going to school there last year, and Kane Brown played the stadium last week. So we went to that show and got to hang out up there for a couple days.
That's cool. I used to be, my really good friend is a baseball coach, and he was the coach there for many years.
Oh, really?
Tracy Smith.
That's sick.
And then he went to ASU, and now he's at Michigan. He was there for a few years, and now he's at Michigan, and he's back in the Midwest kind of vibe, which is, I think he's a Midwest guy.
That's sick, dude.
So it's like Midwest guys need to be in the Midwest.
I feel that. I mean, dude, like where I come from, you know, it just feels like so much like home when you get away. It's weird, you know.
The heartland.
It's good to be back. You get time to go home, for sure.
How old are you?
24.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Just a young buck.
Young buck out here, man.
Yeah. How long are you in LA for?
We got in last night, and then I think we leave Monday morning because we do Stagecoach Sunday.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
What time are you playing at Stagecoach?
12:25, I think it is.
Okay. I'm flying out on Sunday like around 5.
Oh, okay.
And doing a song with Wiz Khalifa.
Oh, that'll be sick.
And then flying back.
Hell yeah, bro. Yeah, I'm excited to see his set that night. Like, I'll be out here all weekend just hanging out.
Maybe I'll see you.
That'd be dope.
That's cool.
100%, bro.
First
We'll have to link
Stagecoach?
up. Yeah. Yeah, it's my first one. It's one that I've been wanting to check off the bucket list, you know, because I've played some of the bigger ones like Faster Horses up in Brooklyn, Michigan, and then Watershed.
Yeah.
So dope up the Gorge. And we're doing Carolina Country Music Fest again this year, which is sick, in Myrtle Beach. And we did that main stage back in like 2019. So the fact that we're finally, you know, getting to do this one, it's pretty surreal. It's exciting.
What would you say the pinnacle country festival for you? I'll give you 2.
Okay.
One is the country festival.
Mm-hmm.
Like been around maybe forever. Like that's the one to play if there was a version of that. And then one is like the biggest, most happening, most like are there, give me like the 2 versions.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Oh man, for the country, I've gotten to do so many of the cool ones. Like I said, Stagecoach would be up there, but I want to do Tortuga as well because it's down like on the beach in Florida.
Yeah.
And I think it's fairly newer, but it just looks so badass and like such a good time. And I love the beach. You know, I love that vibe. So
the country music crowd is like my favorite.
Yeah, it's sick, dude. And like down there, it's like literally, I'm pretty sure the crowd is like, you can walk into the ocean. Damn.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy.
Like people are standing in the ocean listening to music.
Yeah. And like people like pull their boats up and just hang out. I just want to go hop on somebody's boat and kick it after we played. But
yeah, me too.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Or just get a boat.
And then, just have a boat for the weekend. Just pull up on a boat and just run up on stage.
Yeah.
That'd be sick. Festival overall, oh man, Lollapalooza.
Yeah.
Probably. That'd be sick. And all my friends
Classic.
used to go growing up because it's only like 2.5 hours.
Yeah,
you know,
you
from
can
where I
drive.
was. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they go up there, but I never got to go. That or Bonnaroo. I like Bonnaroo too.
Bonnaroo's cool too, yeah.
Yeah, and it's such a cool vibe. My cousin goes like every year. And I was supposed to go, the one time I was finally supposed to go was 2021 because they had to move it because of COVID and everything. After the pandemic, they moved it to September, which it's usually the same weekend as CMA Fest. They always line up. So it never works out to where I can go. And I booked tickets that year. I remember I learned like all of Jack Harlow's music, got really into his stuff because he was playing. Young Thug was headlining. Tame Impala was headlining, one of my favorite bands.
Yeah,
and,
they're badass.
Dude, they're sick. Kevin Parker's amazing. But like, I was so hyped up and I was like, let's go. Got rained out.
Yeah.
2 days before.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah. All the campgrounds got flooded and everything. And I haven't been able to go since. But
They also do that festival really well.
yeah, that's what I've heard.
C3 does that one.
Oh, really?
They do Lollapalooza too.
Oh, that makes sense.
And it's like they do it really well. So when you go, it's well organized. There's something about a really well-run festival that you just have a better time.
Yeah.
You know, those festivals that are kind of like big shit shows and you can't find your way around and are a lot harder than the ones that are just set up right. They spend extra money, right? The customer that's buying the ticket
good.
is actually getting
Yeah, you get like worth your while.
more
for
money's
sure.
worth. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No, but it'd be dope. And those ones too, like, you know, you get the mix of all different genres and there's always usually a few country artists, you know, so to be one of those on that
Sick.
lineup would be badass.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. I've always secretly wanted to be a country singer.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, do it this weekend, man.
You know
I
what?
wish you were getting in earlier. You could come do a song with me.
I know.
Do a country song.
Where I grew up, country music is so big in Maryland. So I'm from Maryland. And I always listened to it my whole life. My dad loved country music too. But somehow I found my way into like rock, and especially in the like coming up through the under kind of like the subculture of like punk related music.
Yeah.
It's not very country friendly.
Yeah.
And I think we like ran away from that side of ourselves. Maybe because also we grew up in it and we had like, I'm just going to have therapy with you.
Yeah, come on.
I think because we had such a turbulent childhood, we kind of rejected everything that was around us.
Yeah.
And we ran away from it.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
And so we went to the opposite. And then I think artistically we expressed ourselves in the way we did with Good Charlotte. And I think there was probably some ideas and themes that people that like, and also like people that like country music like all music. So it's not like they're just locked into liking country. So we have a lot of fans who also like country music, and maybe there's some stuff in there that feels like it could relate to the like similar to country songs. But I think we ran so far away from it that to come back to it in any way would maybe feel to me like we were trying to capitalize on
definitely
something, and I always feel conflicted about ever
that because
doing
you
that.
want it to seem honest,
Yeah.
for sure. And then some people would, maybe not be as accepting of it or something, or would try to like see through what.
It's like that ship has sailed.
Yeah.
That's why I think I enjoy
and
country
even if
music.
it is honest too, it's just hard to kind of sway people's opinions on stuff like that sometimes. Anyway.
Yeah, it's true. Because you see some people do it, but which is fine. But it's too far gone. But me and my brother, we love country music. We're friends with love.
You can still write country songs.
Yeah, that's
Have
true.
somebody sing them.
And you write songs.
Yes, sir.
I feel like all country guys that really write songs are songwriters and performers at the same time.
A lot of people, got their start like coming up, getting a hit with somebody who was bigger than them and then touring and, that whole thing. I've been writing since like I was 15, but for the most part, majority of the new guys and stuff like that, they're all writing their own stuff, which is cool to see, taking a hold of the art.
Do you spend most of your time in Nashville?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. This year we've been all over, but I live down there. I go back up to Indiana whenever I can because it's only like 4 hours north. So, I mean, if I need to, if I want to go home, see family.
Yeah, you can
like
get
that,
home.
It's very convenient. And I like to drive, give you time to listen to music, take a couple phone calls.
Me too.
Just think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love driving.
Same.
I drive up the coast a lot.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Santa Barbara and past Santa Barbara.
Was that like PCH?
101. But once you get out of LA, the 101 kind of opens up and it's ocean to your left the whole time.
Yeah.
And you can go up past Santa Barbara.
Going up to like North Cali. And it's beautiful up there.
Beautiful.
Like the redwoods and all that stuff. It's one of my favorite places I've ever been. Just chilling out there. The rivers. We had a nice Airbnb up kind of right on the border of Oregon and Cali.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and it was
beautiful up there.
It was sick, dude. I remember we came around a corner and I saw like one of the first just massive trees, and I was like, what the hell? I was like, am I high right now or something? Like it freaked me out because I felt like just, a little action figure in the world or something.
It kind of like humbles you. It kind of reminds you, like you forget that this earth and this thing we live on is like bigger than us.
Yeah, it
does. It's this weird ancient like
when you get out in it like that, you really do see what it's all about, and like
it's spiritual too. Man.
For sure.
Like because you're like, oh God, you're up there. You made this big ass tree.
That's just the coolest thing about traveling in general too. Like stuff like that, like the Badlands, driving through the Badlands. I remember the first time seeing that, and you can't take pictures of it. It doesn't do it justice. You look it up online, you think it's gonna look amazing, but when you get there, it's like those type of things are like really, really special.
Do you like to like fish and hunt and stuff?
Yeah,
cool.
Definitely. I just started bird hunting recently with my buddy. He has like a little pond in the backyard of his new property. They just got a farm up there in Indiana, so we started
like quail or
geese
ducks?
And ducks. Okay. Yeah. And then always growing up bass fishing.
I love fishing.
Like same.
I fish. Fishing would be my nature thing that I do.
Definitely. I would say I'm a way heavy fisherman.
I killed a bird when I was a kid. I got a BB gun. And I killed a bird. I cried.
Did you bury it?
I did bury it.
Give it a little ceremony.
Yeah, I was really sad.
I feel that.
I think it was my uncle. It was like, it's not, you killed it for no reason.
Yeah.
He's
if,
like,
if you're killing it to eat it or something like that, you know.
yeah,
it's a
he was
different
like,
thing.
if you were gonna go hunt, then tell me and we can go hunt, and then
Yeah.
I'll teach you how to.
I feel that.
I'll teach you how to, like, what do you do after you kill the animal?
Like
you
prepare it,
yeah,
like get it
prepare
ready,
yeah, get it
cook
ready,
and everything,
we
yeah.
eat it, and we can eat it.
Yeah.
That's why fishing always made sense, because I know how to do that.
Yeah, for sure.
And we can fish and then eat
Clean
it,
the
and I
fish and
never
everything.
feel bad about it. I
Yeah.
just feel like this is like the closest to the primitive us.
For sure.
Doing that and preparing your own food from something you caught. There's something about that that's like,
Yeah, and that's what makes it make sense to me. You know, at least always has. I feel like you're not just doing it for no reason or just
but
doing
duck
it.
is delicious.
It is.
You kill a duck.
I like duck. I've had like a couple different things. I
Never
had a
had
duck
goose.
quesadilla one time. Have you had it?
I've
Goose?
never had goose.
My buddy's dad, he always makes like a gumbo or something out of it.
Oh, that's
And
good.
It's good, yeah.
I like duck though.
Like a stew.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
Yeah.
It was my first time having it, but it's good. And whenever it's, you know, season time, we've been getting out there like every morning, like get up at like 4:30 in the morning, just go sit out. I like just sitting out there too, just chilling in the morning, talking.
Yeah,
talking to
early.
homies. Yeah.
See your breath.
Yeah, you see the sunrise.
Something about the coffee's better
It's so cool.
that early.
Yep.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
You've worked with a ton of people songwriting.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any favorites?
Oh man.
I saw you work with Florida Georgia Line guys.
Yeah.
I like them a lot.
That was amazing. I mean, they're like the reason I got into country in the first place.
Yeah.
And I grew up like the first album I remember like really like getting into, and like we had it like burnt on this like purple CD, and it was in our old Dodge green truck, and it was just in there every day. It was All the Right Reasons, Nickelback, which I think they're playing tomorrow night, which is going to be sick.
Are you going to go?
Yeah,
Great.
for sure. I feel like their like style, and then FGL coming in, obviously working with like Joy Moy and like the same production and everything like that right out of the gate. They were the guys that kind of drew me in to that new country sound around the
I feel like they
2010
really
era.
like kicked the doors off of where country could live in popular music and
Yeah,
how
for
it
sure.
could how it could be seen.
That was like for real, it was like a transitional period
Yeah.
that kind of had started the movement to where it's going now, for sure.
Yeah.
I think people like Sam Hunt
Yeah.
are similar to that too.
Yeah.
And it's all different flavors, but I think that's what's cool. I always say like people that get mad about the new sound in country or stuff like that, I'm just like, well, dude, you got to realize it's not 1990 anymore. It's 2020, and like
Yeah.
technology evolves, the sound's going to evolve. And I'm like, if you listen to NWA, they don't sound like Ray Shrimmer did, 5 years ago. It's just different. It's
Yeah,
different
also,
style,
like, what do you
different
want us to
times.
do?
Yeah, for real. It's going to evolve. It's going to change.
You want us to go and try to make the record that you think we should sound like, then you'd say we sound like that.
Yeah, for real.
So if we evolve, you're not happy. That's why I'm careful to even
And I
consider
love the like old style sounding stuff, but
It's
it even
great.
just sounds so crisp and clean now. Yeah,
it's
just a
great,
new-
but
new
like
era.
you have to remember the critical people tend to be critical regardless. They'll find
Exactly.
something wrong. So if I sound the same as the stuff that you think is real country, you're going to say one thing.
Yep.
If I evolve and I do something different because I'm trying to find my own place in the world and make my own mark, you're going to say something.
and there's always going to be those.
You
people.
can't even.
You just need to worry about the people that love what you do and keep doing it.
Yeah. It's kind of like the old saying, like, there's no bad press.
Yeah,
I get what the old, like a lot of like old timey like entertainment guys will say, there's no bad press. You just weigh it, And like, I get what you're saying. You're not wrong about that in this sense. But nowadays it's like, there's no bad comments.
yeah,
If they're commenting, it means that it's caught their attention.
engaging,
And
yeah.
now they're spewing out whatever
that's all
energy.
you want too. Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
it's going to get in front of more people, and
Yeah.
people are going to, they're going to love it or hate it regardless. But
And love, hate, it's all like thin line.
yeah, for sure. But yeah, with the FGL guys, they were amazing. Working with them, I got to tour with them.
I like them a lot.
Summer of 2019. Yeah, they're sick, dude. Tyler and BK have been like champions of me ever since I went to Nashville, like the first time in 2016. And they've always looked out. They've always, been open to, reach out if you need advice, you ever need to talk about anything. And I really value that. And it's cool because they're like my idols, I've had people be like, if you could go on tour with one person or one artist, who would it be? And I'm like, well, I already got to do it because I got to do it back in 2019 with those dudes. But amazing writers. Jaron Johnston from the Cadillac 3 is another that, he was actually my first songwriting deal. I got with him and Sony ATV back in 2016. And you know, he took a shot on me, and it was really cool. We wrote a couple great songs. I had a radio single that we wrote, and he's just so talented. And then I got a couple other new friends that I've been working a lot with. A buddy of mine named Gabe Faust. We grew up together back in Indiana.
Oh, cool.
Started writing together since we were 15, and he just had his first #1 with Kane Brown's "I Can Feel It."
Amazing.
Yeah, a couple weeks ago.
That's a good feeling.
Yeah,
watching
it's a great
somebody
feeling for sure.
get their
It's
first
cool, man.
trophy.
Yeah, to like see like his like growth and like his journey, and he's been like right alongside me. He used to sell my merch and tour with me right out of high school, and to see him having that success now, and you know it all paying off is badass. Jacob Hackworth is another one. He's had some success recently. I know he's getting a lot of cuts. He wrote that "Rockin' a Hard Place" song for Bailey Zimmerman, and they wrote a couple of the new ones that are coming out on this new project that we're about to release. So those are some of the guys I love.
You guys all share that success.
Yeah.
If they win, you win. If you win, they win.
And that's
because,
the best way to do it with your boys, you know, and just get the best product and, you know, work with the best people and have the best time, you know, while you're doing what you love.
Yeah, because you kind of all dreamed it up together.
Exactly.
You were in the van or whatever. Just
Exactly.
Like, one day.
Dude, yeah, we've been through like thick and thin, you know, ups and downs,
played
everything.
The smallest little show where no one cared.
The happiest times, the
call you got with
times.
the first tour.
Exactly.
You know, all the calls you guys get, you know, you're there. There's autonomy.
Yeah.
Right? They have their own life. They deserve to have their own success. But together, you guys all root for each other, and you're there on the lows, you're there on the highs. You're the ones that can, keep trying, keep going. And then when you score a big goal, you all do a touchdown dance.
That's right.
It's cool.
Absolutely, man. There's no better feeling than that.
It's important to have that.
Yeah, 100%.
I think a lot of artists, and maybe not by their own fault, because it's a tough business and you don't know. A lot of times we go in and we're like, can I do this? Am I even really real?
Yeah.
You know, and then what constitutes that?
Yeah.
And you become a little bit isolated and you start competing with everyone. Mm-hmm. So it's good to compete.
Yeah, definitely.
But you're not competing with each other. You're kind of competing against yourself.
Yeah.
Can I outdo my last thing? And so, but a lot of artists, they'll see someone else's success and the jealousy thing is a natural thing. It's not that we all haven't felt it. It's to stop a minute and go, why do I feel jealous? I always do this. If ever I feel jealous, at this age, I don't really say that that's a normal occurrence. But when I was younger, I used to feel the jealousy thing. I'd see someone else similar to me or whatever winning. And what I learned was to stop and go like, why do I feel jealous? Well, because I want that.
Yeah.
So that's okay. That's a good thing.
Yeah, of course.
But you have to separate out. I'm not jealous of them. I should be happy for them because that door's open.
100%.
And learning how to be that way is a real thing. Like some people never learn how to do that, and they end up being isolated artists on their own on an island.
And you're beating yourself up at the end of the day.
And they're bitter.
And you should be a part of that, and you should encourage everyone to, you know, be successful. And it's like you said, the jealousy thing is going to happen.
But you just got to check it when it creeps in.
Yeah.
That first gut thing, because you just have to go, no, it's okay. I'm not going to beat myself up either. But it's only because I want that. I actually want that guy to win.
It should give you the motivation to just work harder, put your head down, and be happy for the other people, you know, in the meantime. But
it's
just
human
tell
nature.
yourself you're going to get there. Yeah.
Because it is not just in music. I mean, people listening, certainly everyone listening are not in music. They're music fans or they're, you know, in and around music or entertainment. We all have that version in our life. Someone out there listening that's maybe working in an office and someone got a promotion, or it's okay to have that first tinge of like, oh, I want that.
Yeah.
But you have to be aware of it and accept it and not let it drive you towards negative words, thoughts, actions.
Like you said, some people never get there, but it's a very noble characteristic to master for sure. And
gotta try.
you got to try at least.
That's why we're here, I think.
Yeah.
So 8 years in Nashville is a long time.
Yeah, it is, man. Looking
it's a
back,
slog sometimes, huh?
yeah. I mean, sometimes it feels like it's been the blink of an eye, and then sometimes you look back and you're like, damn, I can't believe that, you know, I was doing that at this time, or I was here at this time. And
especially at that age.
It's just been a ride, man. It's been a damn roller coaster.
Did you care about school much?
I did. I was good in school. But the second that I started getting recognition down in Nashville and having success through like social media, because it was like an early time when even like Kane Brown was just starting with like Instagram and Facebook. And
that was the beginning of all of it.
Exactly.
8 years ago. Yeah.
And now it's, you know, it's what everyone's doing. and it's great. And I think it gives a lot of people that would not have opportunity otherwise that opportunity. But no, as soon as all that kind of caught fire and I got, you know, that songwriting deal summer after my sophomore year in high school, I went and did my GED, the high school equivalency exam, and just was in Nashville pretty much every week writing, and, you know, started touring in October that year when all my friends were going back to junior year. I was just starting, you know, playing shows and running around, and I was more focused on that, and I knew that this is what I wanted to do. So I was like, if I'm going to do this, I'm not going to waste any time on it, you know?
I agree with that.
And my parents were both very, very supportive and, you know, drove me all around, encouraged me to go after it and believed in me, you know? And it's cool because now I'm here, and I thought I wouldn't be getting to Nashville, you know, till like 4 years ago. And now I got 4 years on that.
That's how I think. So I think that who knows what would have happened if you had stayed in that extra 2 years of high school. Yeah. Because
it's like you say you're going to go do something too, but you could have went on a totally different tangent of a path as well. Yeah. And I never would have even went to Nashville.
Yeah, you never know. You could have fallen in love and then gone to college because your friends are going to college or this or that. Like, there's a lot of things that understandably happen, you know, when you're growing up. But to get after what you want as quickly as possible, start going towards what you want. That's what I always think that's the best plan.
Yeah.
Whether or not you have the master plan yet, so we usually don't know the master plan. If we know what we want in our gut, zero doubt, just start moving towards it and it'll unfold. You just have to go after it.
Exactly. You just you lay the foundation. I feel like I've built maybe like the first floor, and then it's just like, you know, you're building a house and you just want to keep going up and up. So I'd rather be on the first floor than, you know, not even have the foundation laid down yet.
Yeah. I think you have a platinum record.
I have a gold record. I have 2 gold records.
Okay, 2 gold records.
Yeah, it's sick, dude.
Well on your way to your first platinum.
Yes, sir.
That's great.
I know, man. I'm excited.
You can taste it.
I know I can taste it.
Yeah.
Dude, and I think some of these new songs and stuff might
the latest song,
on the way.
Bad Decisions?
Bad Decisions, yeah.
Yeah, that's going to get out of here, bro.
Dude, thanks, bro. I appreciate it, man. I think that has a lot of potential. I think this whole EP that we're about to drop has a lot of potential. It actually comes out this weekend.
Congrats.
Thanks, dude. It's going to be sick.
The next step.
Yeah, it's going to be badass. But yeah, I got both my gold records I got last year, and it was surreal, man. I got one as a songwriter for a song called Mama's House for Dustin Lynch, and then I got my first one as an artist in the summer at CMA Fest. And it was funny, we were playing at this spot called Spotify House at Old Red, and great show, great venue in there. And we started off the day and played through the set list, and I was getting to my song, How Does It Sound, that I usually finish with. And I started to go introduce it, and I heard somebody come on in the in-ears, and I was like, oh shit, did I like go over time? Like, am I not even gonna get to play it now? No, it was the complete opposite. They came up, presented the plaque to me on stage in front of everybody.
Sick.
And, dude, yeah, it was emotional. It was really cool.
Yeah.
And it was a milestone. So
huge milestone.
Yeah. Just need to get a couple platinums and a couple more golds on these new songs.
You'll get it.
Hell yeah, thank you, man.
You're hitting that stride.
Yeah.
8 years is about right.
That's right.
8 years from start. It's like usually like somewhere between 7 and 10 years.
It's like a 10-year town. That's what
real
they call
hard work. You start to hit that momentum.
Start to lock in for sure again.
Yeah.
And, you know, when you've had a little bit, like I said, my roller coaster of life has been, you know, up here, down here. Sometimes you know, are trying to put the team back together. Sometimes you're questioning if you even want to do it anymore. And I think right now it's getting back to that point where, you know, through it all, I realize I have the best team that I've ever had yet. I have, you know, the best songwriting. I feel like, you know, the most mature I've been, and things are just on the up and up. You just got to keep them on the up and up.
What I think people don't realize, especially people that want to be in the creative, especially in the music game, but it could apply to filmmaking or acting or any creative, painting. I think they don't realize how 95% of it is work.
Yeah.
And looking and trying and figuring out. And the 5% of it is the fun stuff that you see.
Yeah.
The fantasy of like, on stage, people singing your song.
100%, man.
It's a very small part of it.
People don't get that, but I mean,
how could they?
Exactly, they can't.
You got to live it.
Yeah, you got to live it. And it's like funny. People always want to go backstage and all this and that. It's like, dude, backstage isn't even always that fun. You know, it's not it's everybody's locked in, getting ready to work, you know, putting in the time. And it's just funny. People like that have that misconception, but it's understandable.
Yeah, I get it. You're like, what's going on back there?
Yeah.
You want to know. But I find
that.
myself not wanting to go backstage because I don't want to get in the way of all the guys working.
Yeah, it's
You know
so
what I
busy.
mean?
Yeah, it's so busy. And there's just a lot of people trying to, lock in to make your show as the artist the best it can be, and even like you said, just with the work and the time you got to put in to really get to where you want to be and have the success you want. A lot of people think it's just fun and games, but no, it takes a lot of dedication and effort, and you sacrifice a lot.
And backstage etiquette is a thing.
Yeah, for sure. It is.
Like I always tell my family.
You don't want to bring your like crazy wild cousin or something.
No, and there's always like that kind of element.
Exactly.
It pops up here and there. Where you're like, you have to manage yourself. That cousin, or you have to manage that like person.
Put
them
on a leash.
And they want to be backstage, but they think it's a party, and you're like,
the
it's not a
second
party.
they find booze or something, they drink a little too much, and everybody's judging them. And that definitely happens a lot more than people probably think. And
of course,
you don't want to be that guy.
No, you don't want to be that guy. I always tell my wife and kids. My wife grew up around music and tours and all her whole life, and she has good etiquette. But say her dad's playing or her friend's playing. We're friends with all these different musicians, and people are always touring. And like every now and then it'll be like, hey, all y'all come out. And so the kids will come, or they'll have their friends. And I'll always give people the pre-game etiquette speech before we go backstage.
I know.
Because you have all the friends and you have all the like little so-and-so and so-and-so. You don't even fucking know these kids.
That's like a hometown show, dude. It's just like wild.
Right. And I'm like, guys, listen, when you walk by everyone back there, say hello. If someone opens a door for you, you say thank you. All the normal stuff that my kids know better. They will get their asses chewed out.
And you want everyone to feel appreciated.
You want everyone there. This is their actual workplace.
Yeah.
They're going there every day working. Yeah. And it's like if you were working at an office and every day you had a different group of people walking through the office,
through the
dropping
cubicles.
trash, doing this. And so we have this whole like pre-game speech that happens every time. Like,
that's good to have.
My kids are like, oh, okay, here, my dad's going to tell us about how we got to act back here. And then all the little friends are like, the little punks are hanging. Yeah. God bless them, good kids. But, they're just wanting to have a good time. So I give them all the speech, and my kids are like, their faces are red.
Get a little stern with them.
Yeah, you have to. Mm-hmm. What otherwise?
That's right. Well, you won't be coming back again if you blow it one time.
Who are we?
Exactly.
And then it's the guy from Good Charlotte brought up 10 kids back there, and they all wreaked havoc. And then every crew guy in the world hates me.
Exactly.
They all talk.
Exactly.
Yep.
And then even these festivals, it's like you bring people out to these. You don't want to piss off promoters or people putting it on. You want to make friends, and you want to leave a good impression on everybody.
That's how you build a touring career.
Yeah.
You have to tour, put on a good show. All that is base level. Mm-hmm. It's how you treat all the venues. It's how you interact with the promoters. It's how you interact with the other people touring with you. That's how you build a long, great.
Because it's not a one-man show ever.
Yeah. Do you know Luke
one-man show? Yeah, I do.
I love Luke.
I met Luke originally. It was crazy. It was before Hurricane came out. I think I had my song Two Black X's out. It was September of like 2016, and we were seeing Eric Church in Lexington, Kentucky, and it was at a baseball field called the Red, White, and Boom Festival. And me and him were just chilling, chopping it up back there. And that was the first time we met. And we were shooting Jack Daniel's shooters out of the fridge back there. He had like all the little mini fridge with the regular Jack, the Jack Fire, the Jack Honey, and then even the little Gentleman Jack bottles. We were just hanging out, chopping it up, and then he's been great to me ever since.
I love Luke.
We've done some shows together, and
that's cool.
Always run into him at the like award show after parties and stuff, and talk to him a little bit. And he's always been good to me.
I love him. We're friends. I love him. Do you know Jelly Roll?
I do.
I don't know him, but I like him a lot.
Dude, I'm sick,
his big
bro.
fan.
Yeah, and we're at the same label with with BMG. So I met him. I think it was right around the time he signed his deal with them over there, and then I was getting over there right around the same time. So we were always in the office running into each other, and
that's cool.
He keeps up with all my stuff on social media. I mean, he's just overly complimentive, and always gives me props, and he's always like, dude, you're grinding your ass off on,
Yeah, he seems like
all the platforms.
Seems like like such a positive guy.
He is, man, and it's cool. He's a good person to be around.
Yeah. Do you know Kid Rock?
Dude, no, but I want to meet him so bad. I know his son. I actually met his son
He has a bar there, right?
last year. Yeah.
Yeah, in Nashville.
We were at a spot. I think it was after one of the, it was a CMA Fest after party or something like that. And he works with a company called Happy Dad. So I met his son and told him, my dad growing up was a huge Kid Rock fan, so in turn I love Kid Rock, and I know like he lives in Nashville, and I've seen his big old like White House replica driving out of town that he lives in, but I haven't got to meet him yet.
Oh, he's got a house that looks like
dude, yeah, it's literally like
it looks like the White House.
The White House.
Oh
dude,
my God,
I was staying at an Airbnb.
Crazy.
I was staying in an Airbnb with my buddy like 2 weeks ago. It was actually the day of the eclipse, and like I pull up to this Airbnb and I turn around like right in the front yard across the street. It's Kid Rock's house.
That's funny.
And I was like, "There's no way."
Funny.
I'll have to show you a picture. I think I took a picture of it.
That's funny.
It's cool, man.
I remember when we first were signing our record deal. We were like, there was all these labels. This is in the late '90s.
Yeah.
So his songs were just banging at the time, and the guy who signed him. This guy Jason Flom, a great guy. Still know him to this day. He was like, somebody wants to talk to you, and we got on the phone and it was Kid Rock, and he was like, we ended up not signing with the guy, but we became friends with the guy. I certainly don't know Kid Rock, but I remember that call. He was really nice. You know, there's another guy in Nashville. My brother lives in Nashville.
Oh, really?
My brother Josh.
Yeah,
he lives in Franklin.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I live in Brentwood.
Okay, cool. Right
so
nearby.
Not far at all.
Yeah. I like Brentwood. If I moved to Nashville, that's where I would live, Brentwood.
We could be neighbors.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Pull up. Yeah, I love it, man. It's beautiful. I had my first apartment there back in 2017.
It's convenient to the city.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's very quick.
We've been working with this guy, Ryan Waters. You know Ryan?
I don't think I do.
Oh, check him out. He's good.
Is he really good?
He's got a real deep voice.
Yeah. Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What kind of stuff does he do? Is it like folky or country? Or?
It's like country with a rock edge to it.
Oh, hell yeah.
But
I feel like I might have heard
He definitely does some like slow country songs, and those are probably my favorite of his. But he does some like rock stuff too, and he's good at it.
Yeah.
So he really plays guitar. He's a good guitar player. He's a good songwriter.
Ryan Waters, you said, right?
Yeah, Ryan Waters Band.
I'll have to check him out for sure, dude.
Yeah, he's cool.
Hell yeah.
You guys would get along too.
You said you liked his slower country stuff. I'm like that, man. I'm a B-side like ballad guy.
Yeah,
for
like
sure.
ballad.
Yeah.
Heartbreak.
Yeah, dude.
Man, I listened. There's a song he has called. He actually did an amazing cover of "Still the One," and it is so good. But he has a song called "Fireplace" that I listen to all the time. It's like real sad.
That's like one. Like if I was looking at a track list of an album, that's one I would click on
pick
first.
Fireplace.
Yeah, 100%.
Same with me.
I'm like that with a lot of them. I love when a title just looks good on paper.
And when I like a song, I'll listen to it 50 times in a row.
Same.
I'll drive down the road and just keep listening to it.
I had this conversation, dude. I do that too. It's just like
I'll get in a mood.
Headphones in. Yeah, I'm on an airplane. Little do these people know I'm listening to one song for the entire 4-hour flight. But no, I was having this conversation the other day. I asked someone like, how do they listen to music? Like do you make your own playlists?
Yeah.
Do you listen to, specific genres at a time, or do you put a bunch of things together? Like I'm the type of person I listen to, like if I'm on an artist, I'll just listen to their albums, all the way through. Like I don't really.
Me too.
But yeah, I don't do like playlists a whole lot or anything like that. I will if we're going to a party or something.
But then one or two songs on the album will grab me.
Yeah.
Or I'll rotate through. So like with Luke's last album, I was listening to like Going Gone at first because that was like the big song. And then Where the Wild Things Are jumped out at me, and I found myself, and I know that song now is getting played, but this is when it first came out. That song grabbed me, and I listened to that song so much. He was in my top 5.
Oh shoot.
I mean, I listened to a lot of his songs, but that one just, I don't know, it hit me. Like it just made me think about California.
Gone. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Going Gone though was one of those for me a couple months ago that it was just on repeat every time. Yeah. I'll be listening to music, get in the car. That song's playing at least 5-6 times.
What other song do I really love? When It Rains, It Pours.
Great song.
So good.
Yep.
Makes me want to like hang out with him.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Makes me want to drink a beer with him.
Yeah.
Gotta go get after it, man. I wish he was out here this weekend. That'd be sick.
Yeah.
It'd be really cool. We did, which one did we do together? We did it's like a chili cook-off or something down in like Fort Lauderdale area. And it was him and Brooks and Dunn. headline too. So it was cool. I never got to see them play yet. So I got to see them and go up on stage and
Brooks
say
and
hello.
Dunn are like OG classic.
I know. That was like someone like Pharrell I got to see. I went to festival.
Do you like Pharrell?
I do.
He's awesome.
I just love like his like production and everything too on all the other stuff he's worked on, because he did just like a mashup of all the, you know, different things he's done over the years. And this was like 2019. It was at Astro World Fest, but it was before like it got all the bad publicity and stuff a couple years later. But I went the year the album came out and Pharrell was there.
Did you meet him?
No, I didn't.
He's cool.
Really?
I got to work with him a lot.
That's sick.
He's a great guy.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and
I would think he would be.
He's from Virginia Beach.
Yeah.
And I'm from Maryland. And those are very subtly, it's funny that they're very like country towns. Mm-hmm. But then they also have this like hip hop culture, and they have all these different, you know, so it's not just country music there, but it's interesting because we're from like the same little part of the country.
Yeah.
And so we had a lot in common, but he's one of a kind. I mean, he's insanely versatile.
Yeah.
He doesn't see boundaries with music. That's why his music, he pulls from everything. He is like a physical, he's like music.
Yeah.
In
I just
the physical
heard
form.
Someone was telling me, one of my buddies, we have an artist friend, and he was saying that he was working with him. I can't remember who it was. Whichever one of our friends it was, he was writing with Pharrell, and like they were doing one song in one room, and then like Pharrell's just bouncing out to like another room with like another artist.
He has like
It's
three rooms going at all times.
Yeah, that's sick.
And he just bounces between all of them. I think he's probably
Versatile as hell.
He's probably like ADD out the out the roof.
They said they're like at his crib, and he just has like a bunch of like studios and stuff like set up in there.
I think he's just always thinking
awesome.
Music.
Yeah,
I just think
he has that brain.
Yeah, I think he likely I could imagine in his head, it's just music all the time.
Yeah,
that's what I imagine. Probably feels like to be him.
100%.
A blessing and a curse.
Probably pretty cool, yeah, but it could also be like, damn, I'd like to take a second off or something. From
some quiet.
Yeah, for sure.
After the EP, is there an album, or do you not really? So I have this theory that modern music now, it doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. I love an album. Yeah. Definitely like love to put on an album. Yeah. But I also don't care if someone just releases 5 songs.
I feel that, because it's just you just there's so much consumption to do already. Yeah, you know, with music coming out all the time. But no, with this EP, so it kind of wasn't even really planned. It all stemmed from my single before this last one, "Ain't Missing You." I kind of just started teasing it on social media, and it caught fire. And I wasn't even like taking advantage of like the TikTok platform or anything like that before. But I met some other content creators shortly before I first teased that song, and it just caught fire, like 200,000 views first video. And like I kept posting it and was seeing people, you know, use the sound, repost the sound, and it was so cool. So then we started writing more and getting, you know, some of these songs put together. I put out one of like the most personal ones I've ever released. It was called "Daddy Drinks Whiskey" back in November last year. And then at the start of
why was it so personal?
It's just a story like that I kind of was telling from my point of view in my life a couple of years ago that I hadn't shared yet. Right. And it's just, you know, struggles with family and, you know, like alcohol addiction and things like that. And I finally got to the place where I was ready to just talk about it and address it.
Sharing a personal thing that hurts is hard to do because it's so complex. Because it's especially, I'm guessing it's about your dad. Yeah. And he drank. Yeah. So my dad was an alcoholic, big time. This isn't new. I've shared this here. But it took me a long time actually to even say it here. Yeah. On this show,
it did for me too. I mean, the years that went by without even saying it, and people wouldn't even know what happened. You know, it's kind of crazy.
So when I was younger, I wrote a lot of songs about my dad. Mm-hmm. Just unconsciously, just threw it up. Onto the song, right? And then as I got older and I had my own kids, I started to realize that one, this man was doing the best he could, and he certainly had his problems, but they were complicated. And then throw marriage into that's complicated. Yeah. And then raising kids, complicated. And then paying the rent and like complicated. Yeah. All of it's complicated. You don't really consider that when you're 19 and you're writing a song and you're just pissed off.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, my dad left when I was young and we were estranged for a long time. But Then I got older and I actually cared about how people judged him, because people are mean in the world and they'll just say whatever. And you're like, wait a minute, you can't say that about my dad.
Yeah.
Even if we're not talking, you can't talk about my dad that way.
Yeah, for
it's
sure.
family, something about family you feel protective of. Like,
Yeah, definitely.
like I'll talk shit about him. You can't talk shit about him.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
Which is fair.
I feel that, man. You don't want people just talking down your name at all in any way. But yeah, like with this song, like it was just finally time. Like I wanted to say something, and I want it to be a part of a bigger project. You know, it's a story that I needed to tell. So yeah, I put it out there, and
People probably liked it.
it's cool. Yeah, and people that go through the similar things, you know, they really feel the emotion, and I want people that, you know, go through that and don't talk about it to listen to it and know it's not, you know, that there's other people going through it. There's people to talk to. There's, you know, just something to relate to for people like that, you know, and let them know they're not alone in those difficult situations. Yeah, so I put that out, and then we went. This is back to your question about like the album or like what's coming on with the new project and EP. But then we put out Bad Decisions at the start of this year. I was on tour with an artist named Nate Smith, if you know him, which he's playing on Sunday too. Which is gonna be sick. I love him to death. I've known him for like 4 years.
So you're gonna be there with a bunch of people
mutual
you
friends,
you know, or that you like.
Yeah, I mean, I know Morgan, I know Hardy, I know Bailey, I know Nate.
Oh, I didn't know they were all going to be there.
It's all the same day, dude. We're
That's cool.
stacked lineup.
That's dope.
Yeah, and it's all like homies that, you know, I've toured with and hung out with, and, you know, over the years gotten to know. So it's going to be a really fun day. But we put Bad Decisions out with that tour kind of in tandem with everything to get some hype going. And we didn't even have the EP really planned yet, but I wrote like a bunch of new songs, and we just sat down and listened and decided what we wanted. And we got 3 that are already out, 3 new ones that'll be on the EP. And then it's kind of a precursor to a larger project. And I've never put out an album yet. You know, in 8 years, I've put out several EPs and singles, and I just wanted the right time, you know, to be the right time for the album, and for it to be the first one. I definitely want to do at least one, you know.
Yeah.
I think would be cool, because there's so much music over the last few years that I've written that's just sitting around that, you know, we're excited to finally put out for people to hear. But that's kind of the way I've been thinking about it. You know, it's kind of just stemmed from that one song, and the, you know, others followed, and everything's just aligning. So hopefully the end of this year we'll have a full project or something ready.
Do you feel like when you put out Daddy Drinks Whiskey that you felt a little bit like liberated? There's a way of connecting with people when you get vulnerable, when you let them in on something.
Yeah.
That you're taking a risk. Because they could also use it against you, and, you know, like that's the nature of the world.
I had written it for like 2 years. It was just sitting around.
Yeah.
And before I even did it, I didn't play it for my mom or my sisters for 2 years. I played it for my brother right after I wrote it. And then none of my other family had heard it until it came out.
What about your dad?
No, he didn't hear it till it came out. I don't speak to him.
Okay.
Really. Yeah, we haven't talked in
So we have a similar...
years. Yeah, very similar. From
We
what
have a
you were
similar
saying.
story.
Yeah.
Because when I was your age, I wasn't talking to my dad either.
Yeah.
I didn't talk to him until I was probably 30.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what, did you say you were 19?
I was when he left, I was probably like, he came and went for a few years. So it was like, it all started around 12, 13.
Yeah.
I was
like 19.
He was gone for good when I was probably like 15.
Yeah.
And then
Very similar.
And then I was pretty pissed off all the way until I had my own kids.
Yeah.
And then I had my kids, and
it
I was
opened
like,
up your eyes a little bit, I'm sure.
I was like, fuck it. I'm just going to go find him, see the man.
Yeah.
And then I was really terrified. I actually talked to a young guy randomly. Friend of mine, it's actually the baseball coach I told you about.
Oh, really?
Young guy he knew, estranged from his father. And he knew that I had the experience. He's like, would you talk to him? So I got on the phone with him, and we talked about the same thing. But he's much younger. He's 21. So without giving his personal information away, the most inspiring thing about the story was that he wanted to meet his dad. Mm-hmm. And he was ready for whatever it was going to be, but it was for him.
Yeah.
And I was like, you should do it when you're ready, when you feel like you're ready to face that. Mm-hmm. I don't know what's going to come of it. I don't know that you're going to have the same story as me.
Yeah.
Me and my dad ended up being really good friends. I wouldn't say that he would ever be in the position to say, maybe give me fatherly advice that I had otherwise found other men in my life that kind of serve that.
Yeah.
But he was a very encouraging guy. He was proud of me. And he died from drinking. So that was tough.
Yeah.
And I actually talked about this a few weeks ago on this show for the first time, which was crazy because I never thought I ever would, because I'm super protective at this age, I'm super protective of people's opinion of my dad.
Yeah.
Because at the core of him, he was a decent guy. He was a good guy. He had a lot of problems. He had a lot of things he hadn't worked out. And unfortunately didn't get to. But I respected him because at the end of the day, I had found my way there. But it's so personal. There's no book for it.
No, there's not. And it's all different. Yeah. It's all very, very specific to one person.
And you got to write the songs.
Yeah, you do.
It's your
like escape.
And that's your therapy. That's how you're gonna unpack the whole thing.
Yep.
Right? From 0 to 24, you've got 24 years of feelings and experiences that you have to process. You have to make sense of it. Not just for you, but out there somewhere is a guy listening to your songs with the same story, but he doesn't have a guitar. He doesn't have the ability to write a song.
And that's the power
he
of
needs
music.
your song.
That's the craziest thing about it.
Yeah, that's why I say like Daddy Drinks Whiskey, that's the beginning of a whole vertical of you that puts out these stories that people need so that they can process their own pain, their own complicated family relationships, because we all have them.
Yep.
Doesn't matter who you are. You've got some complicated relationship with it. For someone, it might be their siblings or their brother or their sister. Someone, it might be their grandparents. Someone, it might be their mom and dad, both of them or one of them. And most people don't have the pen and the pad and the guitar to sit down and start just feeling something. You know, when you write those songs, it just starts coming out.
Oh, yeah.
And you're like, and then you get a little red in the face when you play it for someone for the first time.
Yep.
Because it's real.
It's real.
And it's not a party song. Because I love a party song too.
100%.
We need those.
Yeah.
But man, those songs that maybe they're not going to be a number one, but they're more important in a way.
B-side sad songs.
Because it's someone's favorite song because it helped them get through the death of one of their parents or their estrangement from their own dad. Or that's why I think these songs are the most important ones we write.
Yeah, because it's somebody else's story,
It's
and
deep cuts.
Yeah, 100%. And it's like I said, the power of music, because it really does have a real strong effect on everybody, especially with stuff like that. Yeah, man. I mean, it was a good time to finally put that out and
I'm
talk
glad
about
you
it.
did.
Yeah, and I'm glad it's a part of the project, and I want it to be on the full album at some point, and I want as many people to hear it as possible.
The reconciliation with our dads doesn't happen for all of us. Mm-hmm. Right? I'm not saying that that's the path for you. I don't know.
Yeah.
But the songwriting and the talking about it with other people, because likely I'm sure other people have come to you and said, hey, that song, man, my dad.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
That's part of the process of you finding like the peace with it. Because
yes,
growing up without a dad in those formative years is really hard. It's really hard because it's confusing. Mm-hmm. So when you're a teenager and you don't have that like older guy to go like, yo, what do I do here?
Yeah.
Even if I see it with my son, he's a teenager. We're best friends. Whether he asks me or not, he's getting the information.
Yeah.
Because he's hearing me talk about this, or he's
Definitely.
watching these other men around that my friends, all my friends are devoted fathers. Mm-hmm. Most of them are devoted husbands and fathers. Some of them, even if it didn't work out with their kids' moms, they're still devoted
dads,
to the family
100%.
in a different way.
That's good.
And he sees all that and he makes sense of things, and I think it's healthy. But we didn't have that.
Yeah.
We were just kind of alone.
Yep.
You're going and you get some job, you're working with grown-ups and you're getting information, but like it's just
not the
wild.
same.
It's not the same.
Yeah, it doesn't hit the same. That's for sure.
Yeah.
And you don't really know, because I mean, with people like that, there's like nobody you trust more, and then it can create like almost like a sense of trust issues with anybody else around you.
It's funny, man. I didn't even put that when I heard Daddy Drinks Whiskey. I was like, his dad probably drinks, but maybe they like talked about it or something. Like, it gives me a deeper look into you, because your perception on socials and your music is really fun. It's really like good time.
Yeah.
But that layer of like, oh, but also,
That's a layer that was never peeled back. For
yeah,
sure.
it's like that.
And that was like what I thought about it, going into releasing it. It was an interesting like week and time and like conversations to have with people. But, I mean, I think at the end it was for the best because it's peeling back those things and it's you being honest.
It's depth, man.
It's therapeutic as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad you did it.
Well, thank you, man. I'm glad I did.
And I hope you keep unpacking that thing because that's a lot. That's a lifelong thing. You're making sense of that is a lifelong thing.
Definitely, man.
One
day at a time.
Yeah. Do you drink a lot?
On the road, yeah.
Yeah.
I party.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be honest.
I drink a lot on the road too.
Yeah. I mean, it's just fun.
Nothing else to do.
There's nothing else to do. Everybody, comes out to the shows. Everybody's having fun. You want to have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like to party and have a good time out on the road.
It's
try
easy
not
to
to
do
as much when there's nothing else to do.
Right.
Back at home and kind of like lock in and
find the balance.
Exactly. And I think that's a big thing with life and everything is balance, whether, it's like eating good, being healthy, going to the gym. The weekends, you're going to go out and have your fun, but that perfect balance is something that I feel like everybody's striving to find.
That's our job.
Yeah.
It is to figure out the thing our dads couldn't figure out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Like, how do we do this? How do we find balance?
Yep.
How do we stay in real life and then we can get away sometimes?
That's another thing, dude. I feel like it's just one day at a time as well.
Yeah.
And you keep moving on and making progress as best you can.
That's all you can do.
Yeah, 100%.
But I think the upside of like coming up with a complicated relationship with people in our family. So anyone listening that maybe it isn't their dad, but maybe it's their mom or maybe it's their grandparents or maybe it's their siblings. Like anyone that's been around anyone that has a complicated relationship with alcohol and drugs, it informs us a lot.
Yeah.
So there is an upside because I think we also don't judge anyone.
Yeah.
I don't judge anyone.
Nah, me neither.
If someone is addicted to drugs. Now I might stay away when they're in their craziness.
Yeah.
Because I understand what that entails.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't judge them because I've seen so many people go through it.
I mean, you'd be surprised. I mean, how many people go through shit like that they don't even talk about. You know what I mean? Or you don't even know about.
Yeah.
I was listening to Theo Von podcast the other day.
I like Theo.
Yeah, man. He's great.
He's a good dude.
Dude. Cool guy. Funny ass dude. And I love his pod. But he had a trauma expert, like therapist on the other day. And it was just like very insightful podcast to listen to. It was like an hour and a half long too, and you like learn a lot about it, just human behavior and like why people do things the way they do, or it was really weird how like they dove into it scientifically, but it's a good listen.
Because I imagine
think of what his name was.
Has probably
Tim Fletcher, I think was his name.
He probably has some of the like remnants of a tumultuous childhood.
Yeah.
The things that come along with it, anxiety, depression, PTSD. I just did this thing. It's really interesting. I did a brain scan from a guy who specializes in like this stuff.
Oh yeah?
Dr. Amen. He's actually really well known in the like brain space.
Yeah.
And we were going through, there's a whole process. So you get a brain scan and then they ask you all these questions. They do this like scan, like they upload all your information that you can possibly give them about your childhood and experiences you have. And I was telling him from an early age. So my household was a really like rage-filled household. My dad was a bit of a rageaholic when I was younger. Mm-hmm. And so there's a lot of trauma in and around like that kind of stuff that you don't really actually account for. So as a kid growing up in it, you're like, yeah, that's just your dad gets mad and then destroys the living room or tears your bedroom up. That's actually not normal.
No, no, it's not.
So, but if you grow up in it, you're like, yeah, that's what happens. Your dad gets mad.
Accustomed to
you didn't clean your dirty clothes off the floor.
Yeah, what your surroundings are.
And your dad got mad and he destroyed your whole room and then said, clean it up
Made a bigger
or I'm going to
mess.
spank you.
Yeah.
And then you got spanked. So you're like, oh, that's what the parents do, right? No, I don't. My parenting style is do the opposite.
Yeah.
So I'm very like, okay, guys.
That's a better approach.
Maybe we could clean our rooms up, everybody.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, okay, Dad. You later. And I'm a little hard on them in some ways, but probably not at all.
I was like the type of kid, like my mom had to tell me like 4 times.
Yeah.
She tried to be chill about it, and then the last time we all knew, like, okay,
the voice
we're
went up.
gonna get in trouble now.
So that's pretty normal.
Yeah.
And they were saying like, no, that's like, because I had this experience that would always happen to me, especially when I was younger, but into my older age. And it doesn't happen a lot now, but it still does sometimes, where, you know, in a movie when a bomb goes off
Yeah.
and it's like doof, 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 and it's like everything's slow motion. And you hear like a ring. I would have that experience in a way. It wasn't exactly like what you see in the movie, but it was like that. It was like you go in your head, everything was slow motion. You'd hear a high pitched ring.
It was like a trigger.
It's like something triggered, like PTSD. Mm-hmm. And that's what he said.
Yeah.
He was like, that's PTSD, the classic PTSD symptom. And it's likely from some childhood like rage
crazy, dude.
experience.
The way your brain works, like with stuff like that too.
But what it made me think about was, and I'm a guy with resources, so I got the therapist, the brain doctor. I'm like, I want to figure out how all this works.
Yeah, let me see what's going on.
I don't care how
here.
much it costs. I'm like, but that's like, I've got resources, but like, I understand that's a special case. Like most people don't have the time, the money to go and figure out like, what's this thing that keeps happening to me? I feel like I'm dying. We're like, that's a panic attack.
Yeah.
And this is why probably
and it's important to understand those types of things.
But think about how many people are rolling around having PTSD, anxiety, and don't know it. And then they're acting out in like a road rage incident. And we see it. All we see on TikTok is the guy losing or the woman losing their shit.
Yeah.
Which isn't cool.
No. And it's sad for people like that have those type of things happen. You know what I mean? We're praying for everybody.
I guess my point is like the more you learn about your own pain and suffering, and certainly you're going to make great art with it because country music is so great.
Yeah.
For pain and suffering. Mm-hmm. But like I said, we're lucky because we have a guitar.
That's right. Some people don't have that.
We could write a song for the sake of it, never release it, always love it. I've got songs that have never been released that I love to death that I still go back to sometimes.
Just jamming the demos and stuff like that.
Listen to it and go, man, I'm glad I wrote that song.
Yep.
But I always have empathy and sympathy for the people out there. That's why I'm look, an asshole's an asshole. I get that. But I always have a little bit of grace and empathy for when I see people acting out emotionally because they can't even understand why they're so upset.
It's something out of their control. Yeah.
And then they do some crazy shit. That's also why I don't judge artists when I see someone gets arrested because they, like I say, Morgan Wallen got in trouble because he threw a chair or something. And I'm like, I kind of understand the guy.
Yeah.
Right? You have one of those nights, except for no one's watching when everyone else does it.
When they happen, man. And I mean, just like we said, all the work and time that goes into this, it can string people out. That's for damn sure.
But I also feel like Morgan's pretty honest about who he is. That's why everyone's just like, no one's mad at him. Yeah. Because he's not presenting like, oh, I'm this perfect guy who's going to. Exactly. You know, he's like, sorry. Yeah. Yeah. Didn't mean to do it.
Honesty is his best policy, especially with that type of stuff, you know?
Right. Like, I'm going to apologize to anyone that I've offended or hurt because I really don't want to offend you or hurt you. Yeah. But I also wasn't thinking when I did it.
Exactly. Like I said, just being honest about stuff like that, it's definitely relatable because everybody goes through tough shit and has tough days, you know?
What are you the most excited about?
Right now?
Yeah, coming up.
Oh, man. I mean, obviously the new music. I think, like I said, it's just the best trajectory I've had so far, as well as I think we're going to be doing finally some headlining shows that people have been eager about later this year. It's all getting put together. So that'll be getting announced soon. And it's been a few years since I've even done a headlining tour. So that'll just be fun to you know, kind of get to weigh in on like how the new music's been performing and who's going to be coming out to see me and, you know, playing some of the older songs and the full set list that we haven't got to play for years. I just think that's going to be fun. It's going to be a good experience.
I'm excited for you, man. I can't wait to hear the EP. Yeah. And hopefully I can come to a show.
Dude, that'd be great whenever you want to.
I love that. Thanks for coming on and doing this. It means a lot.
For sure, dude. And I hope to see you out there Sunday at some point.
Good to meet you, man.
Good to meet you too,
Thanks
bro.
for coming.
Yeah, thanks for having me, man.
Awesome.
This was fun.
Sick. I hope you enjoyed today's episode of Artist Friendly. If you really liked it, you can follow, like, subscribe to the show anywhere you listen to podcasts, Spotify, Apple, Amazon. We appreciate your support, and we'll see you next time.
Bad times, I don't